Yes. But yeah, we're up here on the mountain. We're gonna now walk down to the bottom and then walk to the stream. What's your impression of Leatewote, Kazi, everything that you've seen here? Because you've been in Ghana, but this is your first time here, right?
To this region.
To this region. So what's your impression?
Honestly, man, this is heaven on earth. If I had to draw a picture of what heaven looked like, this is it.
Well, lion voice, tell them that's the people first choice. Lion voice, make the lioness them feel nice. Lion voice, with the lion cubs we sacrifice. Lion voice, got to show the people them the life. Lion voice. Well, millions of Africans were stolen and taken in bondage and suffered terrible acts of terrorism.
All right. So, with the help of my brother, Tayo, we were able to get some technology so we can hold on. That's better. So, Tayo, tell me, introduce yourself to the Lion Voice family. Introduce yourself, where you're from, what you're doing, how you reach here on the mountain top.
Yeah, Negus is peace, honor, privilege. Back in my Ghana, and link up with my ancient brethren out here. Foundation building, Kwasi Institute. Make a move from Nigeria, and looking into establishing the works across the region. Calling the diaspora forward, same way build up I ancient land. Yeah, man. So a big honor to be with the eyes of Selassie Lion Voice. Yeah, we follow closely the works, and we're here to put our own hands and contribute. So great privilege.
Give thanks, and just so the family know, I know this bridging close to 20 years, and while I and I were at Howard University as young Rasses, bridging was at UV, linking up from the Washington DC with Naya Bingi House days. So this is not no new link, this is a reunion. Garnet Silk said, I saw Zion in a vision, and it was like a family reunion. The man did not lie, you know what I mean, because come and see the family. So, what brings the eye to Kazi?
Yeah, like I say, it's foundation, these works long in development, just through, from our days, learning and exploring ways to come back and help to develop the continent. So these works, botany, the science and the virtue, the healing of plants, as a means to restore the health, physical, mental, spiritual of our peoples, So that's an endeavor that we'll have to lift up truly, really and truly, and like our man said, we'll come to lend the strength to the works, and we'll hope to see more of such institute
Yes,
coming up across West Africa.
Okay, and what works is the I doing now in Nigeria? The I is based in Lagos.
Yeah, I'm out in Lagos right now. You know, we live city life. You know, for the time being, we're separated from, you know, from the earth right now. But still, you know, inclusivity and the diversity of the peoples within the megapolis. So we're dealing with some language. You know, Aina is Yoruba. You know, family. So I have my training in French, which is
Okay.
lingua franca across these parts. You know.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, even some the workers at Kwasi, you know, we reason with them in French.
Okay.
So we're looking at the integration truly, and the language is a big part. You know, we're among every peoples here.
Yeah.
So across, you know, the Akan, the Gan, you know, still we original peoples, you know, come out of Sudan, and a lot of the heritage, the culture, the practices is still much the same.
Yes.
So that's you know, that's our heritage.
So you're talking about West Africans in general coming out of Sudan?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk a little bit more about that history.
Yeah, that history, you know, even Nubia, ancient
Yes.
Nubia.
Yes,
Yeah, you know, emigrate across the plains.
Yes.
You know, through Savannah, Central West Africa, and into Benue, the Niger Basin.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So those are our peoples from such times, and yeah, we reach out over the centuries. You know, the different settlements and town and communities evolved. So yeah.
Give thanks. So ones can see, I tell ones, part of INI superpowers is the network. So this brother is part of that network. From that time we can pull ones that we've known for 20 plus years. You know, you live good with people, then the network always is expanding, always growing. We're gonna talk to Chris, new member of the network. You know what I mean? So we have foundation.
Fire youth.
Yeah, we have foundation, we have new, ever expanding, ever growing. You know, this is Bantu family. Blessings. All right, so we're at the top of the mountain. I have here one of the new members of the network, my brother Chris.
Yeah, greetings.
He's here. He's actually studied under Dr. Ando. So please just introduce yourself. Let us know about how you connected with Dr. Ando. He's here checking out Kazi. He actually purchased some of Dr. Ando's original land, so he's living here in Ghana, doing the work. We're just seeing how we're gonna connect the work and make sure that we can really magnify Dr. Ando's legacy here in his homeland. But how did you meet Dr. Ando?
Yeah. My name is Chris Edwards from Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I met Dr. Ando and his family. It was probably, maybe 2009, 2010, somewhere around that time when I first met the family. And they really embraced me and took me into their family. Not just as a student of the Research Institute, but really as a member of the family to help continue the Moringa business. And so, you know, I was blessed to be welcomed into their business and to their family. So, you know, 11 years I've been organically farming in Atlanta, just outside of Atlanta. So now I've got some time and resources to devote to farming in Ghana, and I was able to purchase the land that Dr. Ando used to farm on.
Give
So
thanks.
yeah, I've been blessed.
Give thanks. And one of the things we were reasoning about is how many opportunities there are from an agricultural standpoint here in Ghana. And all of West Africa, they plant a lot of corn, a lot of cassava, which are not the best crops for the soil. and they're also the most nutritious
Correct.
of crops. So we're talking about, what type of crops in your experience do well in the tropics and that could, add to the diversity and the variety here in West Africa.
Yeah, I think that if we really wanted to approach and kind of get all those issues and challenges, I would recommend fruit. Fruit, for many of reasons, the nutritional value, so the local distribution is improving the diet and the health of the local people, and also it's a great crop for shipping abroad and exporting. So that's what I'm leaning into on my farm operation. I'm planting fruit trees and fruit producing plants for major distribution outside to really sort of like be the foundational income for the business. And then I'll also do local distribution of your annual crops like cabbage, tomatoes, but introducing varieties with more nutritional value and more disease resistance for this kind.
Give thanks. And one of the things that I love about this brother is that he's a brother that not only can talk about it, but you're actually doing it, spending the hot time in the sun,
It's serious.
farming, here in our ancestral homeland. What has that experience been like?
Man, I've noticed something about the sun that I'm still not really sure what's happening. When I'm in the sun working, especially if I remove my shirt, it's almost like I feel the energy zapping me. Not in a like I'm a pass out kind of way, but I can literally feel the energy transference through my skin. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I definitely sense that difference. Man.
Yeah.
So I respect the work and learn how to manage myself in it and not just overexert and pass out.
Yes. And
But,
hydration, how important is
Oh,
hydration?
man, I drink at least a gallon a day, at least. That's minimum, just to get through it.
Okay.
And also 12 to 3.
Yes, I.
12 to 3, that's the peak.
Okay.
Yeah, so know that. Manage your time around that 12 to 3.
So do you work in the 12 to 3 or you avoid the 12 to 3?
I work in it. No, I don't avoid nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, ain't enough time and energy and resources to avoid nothing.
Yeah.
You have to attack everything, but you have to schedule and plan according to the day.
Okay.
Right. So from 12 to 3, that may be the time I do my nursery. Right?
Okay.
So that's a little more shaded, a little less intensity. Right. So just being able to plan out your day in accordance to the climate,
Yes,
to
sir.
the weather, because that's the real captain of the ship.
Yes. But yeah, we're up here on the mountain. We're going to now walk down to the bottom and then walk to the stream. What's your impression of Leate Wote, Kazi, everything that you've seen here? Because you've been in Ghana, but this is your first time here, right?
To this region.
To this region. So what's your impression?
Honestly, man, this is heaven on earth. If I had to draw a picture of what heaven looked like, this is it. This is it. Yeah.
So you see, when we say the building of Zion, it's not hyperbole. I didn't pay the brother to say that. This is the brother real life impression. And, you can see for yourself. You know what I mean? You can see for yourself what, everything right here is beautiful. So, yes, my brother, we're going to just take time, and I pride myself in trying to get to know as many farmers. Some people want to know sports athletes. Some people want to know musicians and artists. I like to know as many farmers as I can, because if you don't have farmers in your network, when hard times come, you're most likely going to starve. You got to depend on a government sanctioned food distribution. You don't have a brethren you can call and say how much squash. You know what I mean? I got some extra, boom, boom, boom. That's the reality right now. But you're also a creative and an artist, production. Talk about your music side.
Yeah, I'm a multi-instrumentalist. I'm in a band based in Atlanta, and I also perform and write for other artists throughout the city.
Okay, and what do you know by? Do you have a music name?
Yeah, I'm the Cosmic One.
Okay,
is what people lovingly call me in the music community.
Okay. And how would people reach you? Social media?
The Cosmic One.
Okay.
And that's all spelled out.
Okay.
The Cosmic One.
Give thanks. So make sure you go to this brother page, follow him. Let's build a network. I tell people one of my superpowers is with the network.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the human resources that you can tap in globally. So it's very important. I have my brother Tayo that I've known for over 20 years, close to 20 years. I don't even remember. Probably over 20 years, because late 90s, right? Yeah, so probably over 20 years. And then I have my brother Chris I've known for a couple of days.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But network after build, same way, you know what I mean? So that's it. This is the Lion Voice. We up in the mountain. Yeah, we wanna just video some of the challenges, with tourism, the lack of respect for Mother Nature. So we're just doing some cleanup. Yeah, leave Mama Earth better than you found it, through the powers of the King. Fitness episode. This is the mountain lion time. You want to be a mountain lion? You have to tread in on the mountain. Going down, no joke. This is the Lion Voice. Right at the bottom, there's Chris. He conquered the mountain. You notice that sign is on the down. Going to the top, you didn't conquer. Yeah, you didn't conquer at the top. You conquer when you got to the top and you come forward. How you feeling, Ty?
Yeah, man. Body cool down, Yeah. We have some lower body workout coming on the descent.
Yes, I fit.
But yeah, it's a relief, Yeah, give thanks
for the seal up. Perfect love.
To the blue now fall, sipping my ancient trees, bathing in the hot springs, putting the structure of ease. Life is hell in the west, it's full time we all leave. $10 for a spliff, what's this? I'll be up in the garden, cultivating my own dish. It's gonna be a beautiful thing to witness. 50 acres, growing up in East District. Yo,
You going to Africa?
shouldn't even be asking me, cause I'm fed up of these colonizers taxing me. I see visions of Africa coming back to me, so it's time to move forward. Free the captives with these verses and chorus. Burn politicians, cause not one of them is for us. And yo, it's time for us to yacht up to Mount Zion, the door is open before us.
So it's best that we live out the best. Living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day.
Mount Zion. Haile. Zion. All right. After climbing the mountain, walking over a mile, the hills and valley to get here, I'm going in the water. Blessed Lord. Ras Tafari. Yes. Right now we are here in the Tagbo Falls. You can see behind Mount Zion, the Tayo and camera. It's a joy to be here, Trinity, brethren. We're going to get some cool off after coming from the mountain, but this is what Africa has to offer. You can see behind me. You can't fake that. You can't Photoshop. You can't Photoshop that. You got to come here to see that. You know what I mean? YouTube can't do this justice. You gotta come and see it. So, we give thanks and praises, Rastafari.
Don't forget, Chris, when we get out there, you may see someone to open up a cocoa pod for you.
Oh yeah. Hopefully they're still here.
Coming forward from the spring. Give thanks. The beautiful Water region. many people favorite region.
Do you know?
I don't know. Who knows what kind of fruit it's
This is the tree here. It almost like breadfruit. Huh. It's a little different.
I'm not sure that it's edible.
Yeah, maybe not.
Oh, there it is. Who knows what fruit that is? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Iron Vice. Well, millions of Africans were stolen and taken in bondage and suffered terrible acts of terrorism. Well, millions of Africans were stolen and taken in bondage and suffered terrible acts of terrorism. Well, it's best that we leave out west, living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, can't see no progress. So it's best that we leave out the west, living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, can't see no progress. See them slave for paychecks. Work every day, grow old from the stress that pays. They're getting cold in the west. Remember we were bought and sold for gold down in the west. I check in my history and I see the sweat from our back to them country. Black people hungry still for the money. Them a robber, them a steal. Funny cause the slave got to face $100 bill for real. Y'all can act like it ain't a big deal, but I got to stand for the black. Color of my skin coulda never changed that. No, the slave master thought y'all never talk back, but I must be back. And I see them on the war with Iraq, and my people them dying from the ears and crack. They lack basic things that they need, so they chase the Benjamins, living life second class citizens. Time to look within. Time for Haile, Selassie, King of Kings, and Ethiopia there from the beginning. Well, ancient memories as it was, miss the soul of the people. So it's best that we leave out the west, living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, can't see no progress. So it's best that we leave out the west, living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, they still come to arrest.
The shores, beautiful faces, take me to the Niger to behold creation. Look at the lions and tigers. Mother Africa, so majestically attired. Crown from her head to her toe with gold and sapphire, platinum, copper, rubber, and manganese. Try the anciently along the ancient seas. Under the blue now fall, sipping my ancient trees. Bathing in the hot springs, putting the structure at ease. Life is hell in the west, it's full time we all leave. $10 for a spliff, what's this? I'll be up in the garden cultivating my own dish. It's gonna be a beautiful thing to witness. 50 acres, growing up in East District. Yo,
You going to Africa?
shouldn't even be asking me, cause I'm fed up of these colonizers taxing me. I see visions of Africa coming back to me, so it's time to move forward. Free the captives with these verses and chorus. Burn politicians, cause not one of them is for us. And yo, it's time for us to yard up to Mount Zion, the door is open before us.
So it's best that we leave out the west, living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, can't see no progress. So it's best that we leave out the west, living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, can't see no
Over hills,
progress.
valleys, mountains, trees, fountains, the seven seas. King Rastafari calls his seed, all will heed. Perfect in word and deed. These hypocrites in politics is what the world don't need. Eternal heat, fire, love in every word that we speak. It a go bloodbath start to rot when the Gideon peak. So gather the sheep, here Selassie never slumber or sleep. In the sacred tabernacle he protects the meek. Ambessa, sent to give strength to the weak. We have to get up, stand up right on your feet. Say what's good in the west ain't always good in the east. You can't follow them, building up so much concrete. They neglect the farmland to provide foods to eat. Pesticides and fertilizers make your cells get weak. Say that African yam grow big like a man. If you stop the ignorance, there'll be no starvation. Black nation, preparation, repatriation. We have to leave out these camps of concentration. And one aim, one destination. We have to build up Africa and burn down Babylon.
So it's best that we leave out the rest. Living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, can't see no progress. So it's best that we leave out the rest. Living in this life full of stress. Can't you see the government couldn't care less? Work every day, they still come to oppress. So it's best that we leave out the rest. Living in this life full of stress. Government couldn't care less. Work every day, can't see no progress. So it's best that we leave out the rest. Living in this life full of stress. Can't see the government couldn't care less. Work every day, they still come to progress.
Iron Vice.